But now today we are seeing that a fraudulent constitution in the hands of people who have hidden agendas, who hate our country, who are beholden to Niger, Mali, Chad, and other foreign countries. They have nothing to offer us. Well, I will tell you, in the Northeast alone, more than 3,000 churches have been destroyed. More than 400 priests and pastors have been killed. And there is a pattern that is reserved only for Christians, and that is beheading. Last year, the Khan chairman of Adamawa was beheaded, even after a ransom was paid. We have been told that the so-called bandits, you pressmen have been forced to call them bandits. They are not bandits because bandits do not bring down military aircraft. No bandit has the capacity to bring down a military aircraft. No bandit has the power to attack Nigerian Defense Academy, the premier institution for the training of our armed forces. No bandit has the capacity to do it. Only terrorists have the capacity to do it. We are being told that these terrorists are part of the insurgents because they do these kidnappings, they raise this money in order to fund the insurgents. And General Abacha said that if insurgency goes for more than 24 hours, some people in high places know something about it.
Tinubu, I said, take my picture. Yes, Tinubu cannot be a president in this country. Hallelujah, we must take our man back. Say it, solidarity, hallelujah. Solidarity, hallelujah. Solidarity, hallelujah. We must take our man back. Move on, carry on. Let's see the bastard.
Tinubu has not satisfied the requirement to be declared president-elect. Accordingly, there is no president-elect for Nigeria now. I repeat, accordingly, there is no president-elect for Nigeria at the moment because the declared one violates the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I know what I'm saying. The Constitution is there in your presence, is available. Everybody is reading it as I speak. I'm not therefore behaving illegally or unconstitutionally. To the contrary, I am supporting constitutionality. It is in fact better for the powers that be to go and create additional 6% out of thin air and rig it back to Tinubu and therefore swear him in on 25% than to go ahead and take the risk of swearing in a so-called president-elect that has not met the constitutional requirements.
Interesting. This conversation, what you started saying, just a moment, was one conversation I had with Mr. Olisa Agbakuba a few months ago when he was one of those who raised it and said, INEC needs to come out to explain to Nigerians this second part of the provision of the Section 134 of the Constitution. But for the benefit of our viewers, let me just read quickly what Section 134 says. And it says, a candidate for an election to the office of the president shall be deemed to have been duly elected, where there being only two candidates for the election, he has a majority of votes cast at the election. That is the first provision. Then he has not less than 1/4 of the votes cast at the election in each of the least 2/3 of all the states in the federation and the federal capital territory, Abuja. That is the second provision.
Can I comment?
Go ahead, please.
This document you read is not a puzzle. It is in English O levels that you wrote and I wrote and the justices and everybody that is a candidate wrote. It is law. The law is not a game for politicians to play. This document is not available for Yakubu to interpret that day. It is there for him to follow. The English is very clear. These are fundamental provisions of the Constitution. They come already interpreted. You cannot take a gun, shoot somebody, and then ask the family to go and get interpretation that you only fired your weapon and then it killed him. No. This Constitution is more than abundantly clear. It says and. Show, you know the meaning of and. We know the meaning of and. There is no justice beyond what is simplicity. Simplicity is justice, simplicity is wisdom, simplicity is knowledge. Those who have argued differently ended up helping our case because they say that there is a certain ruling which says the FCT is a state. Good. FCT is a state. Where is the each of 25% for FCT? It is not there. I am not a careless, reckless speaker. I am working with the Constitution there, that document, right, you just read. I'm following it. And I dare to tell you that swearing in Tinubu and Shetima is as good as swearing in the Nigerian army on 29th of May. If you swear in people that have not satisfied the requirement, you have, by so doing, ended democracy. The crisis I'm telling you now is that this, our democracy, is going to end by the way we are going. This democracy is going to end on the 29th of May, 2023. Please write it.
Those are extreme,
you know my
those are extreme thoughts.
I am very, very happy.
The country can change.
Yeah, she passed, but she couldn't vote. So I now put her.
The global war, shortage of nurses.
Yeah.
30 million nurses are wanted. So if I train any of them today, they are not taken anywhere around. And we're looking for people. And that's why when I see people, even around me, trying to make even cheap money by even taking small money from people, I feel bad. Because we have a society that can make everybody here live a better life, create demand in the society. It does a better business. If we have a good health insurance, 80% of the patients will be insurance.
It's true.
And at the end of the month, doctors, we have less doctors than we need. Here we can't pay because of this. It is good to hear you, sir. Thank you. I just came looking for this young man.
Okay.
Let me go and look for him.
He will take you today.
Sorry, yesterday I was passing. I was actually speeding, and I saw a young boy with students with even with pool of blood. So I stopped. I saw a classmate with a bottle. But if you see it, so I had to beg them to bring him to this hospital. To bring him to the hospital, brought him here. So I came here to look for him. He said he has finished. And they take him to, I want to go and look for him.
Thank you, actually. We're very grateful.
I don't know what to do with you.
We're very blessed to have you.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
How much did you charge you?
I charge because I'm going to do rhinoplasty. So the nose was badly damaged. So we did the first surgery. It's coming on Monday for reconstruction. So I charged the 65.
Just make sure before you do it to me. Oh no, I did. Huh? I remember I made this thing last year. So I'm going to give you some.